Hey guys, eBomy here. Just taking a look at another awesome product, flashlight from ThruNite. I know you guys, depending on who you're all following, have probably seen plenty of ThruNite's videos on their flashlights. I'm not saying that any other channel does it any one particular way, but I'm just here to tell you, when you get my viewpoint, you're getting my viewpoint. I'm not going to stand here and waste a bunch of time telling you what all the stats are. If you're interested in all that, I'll put that all down in the description box. What I'm interested is relaying my thoughts on using various products, and it's not just for ThruNite. If they're not happy with me, then that's fine, because as you guys know, I am who I am, and I'm going to give you guys, try to give you guys always what you need to know, and if it doesn't meet up to those expectations, so be it. If you know, if that particular person that sends out something to review or wants to sponsor some kind of a video and they're not happy, well, then I guess you won't be seeing anything else from their products again. The TN15 is considered their hunting, or it's like a serious high-end flashlight for rescue or hunting. Coincidentally, as far as I just wanted to show you this again, ThruNite always does a fantastic job packaging and making sure that everything is properly stored during shipping, so that nothing is going to get damaged. But knowing what these flashlights can go through, they could probably just send you all this stuff in a baggie. I have yet to actually break one. As far as full disclosure goes, one of the ones that I really liked that I had because of its ability to upsize and downsize and run on, you know, various kinds of formats of batteries was the Archer, the V2 Archer. Unfortunately, that met with a deep depth. I was working in on a piece of property that had a outdoor well. It was cold. We were having problems getting the pump to reset. Figured out that there was several problems with the input line. We basically had to try to suck as much water out of the well as possible to be able to get down far enough to get to the input for the water line, which still left I have no idea. 12 to 15 feet of water beyond where it was actually drawing in, or should I say where it turned and it actually brought the line almost all the way to the bottom. Long story short, something got bumped and the archer went to the bottom of the well and sat and lit up the bottom of the well all the way until the by the end of the day I noticed that it was still glowing, but it didn't have anything that I could possibly hook it with, and there was no way to get to it, so unfortunately. But it has a listing of like 1.5 feet or whatever underwater, and I'm here to tell you in 12 to 15 feet it was still going strong. I have a few of the other ones here. The only reason they're out is kind of a size comparison. One of the things I've been asked by several people, including ThruNite, is to give you guys more an idea of what each of the flashlights does on a beam throw. That'll be in an upcoming video. Right now I just wanted to stick with the TN15 and some of its features and some of the things that it comes with. They send you a belt holster. You could put it on MOLLE webbing or through a belt. It does unsnap if you need to. It would carry something like this. Overall, it is a fairly large flashlight. This was something that you might want as part of a pack or a kit, but I really don't see the average person using this one every single day on your side. And I guess it's possible, but I know me, I couldn't handle a flashlight quite this big on a daily carry scenario. It comes with a lanyard. It comes with a whole array of all of the O-rings in there. They give you another rear cap button, another one for selecting the various lighting modes. And the kit comes standard with the remote. And they do specifically mention in there like mounting on a shotgun. I know everyone's going to have a different viewpoint on this. Overall, I actually haven't weighed this. It's not extremely heavy. It's all aircraft grade aluminum, so it's not really a matter of weight. But as far as big goes, well, here's an example of on the shotgun. And again, mounted on something like the shotgun. That particular day I ran trap loads, some big beefy stuff, some slugs, and as I would fully expect, obviously nothing happened to this. I think mounted to the shotgun as of right now, there's been that day alone was about 300 rounds, various stuff. And what can I tell you about that? I can tell you, don't waste your money on fab defense. Did you get that? This is their 1-inch. It's a 1-inch tube. This is designed for a flashlight with a 1-inch tube and one thing, just so in case everybody gets one and you just don't so you can quit the struggling like I almost did for a moment. The last section here with the cap on it is a little bit wider than the inch that the rest of it is. So if you're gonna put this in some kind of a flashlight holder where it's a one piece where you have to slip it through, take the cap off first and yeah, it'll go a lot faster. But the heavy recoil of the shotgun ended up destroying this. I don't know if you'd be able to see it. A little bit. It basically it sheared the whole end of the stop off. So it ended up just, yeah, you saw, coming right off of the shotgun, and that pretty much ended it for that. Again, my personal thoughts are, you know, if you're going to be in a situation where you're part of hunting, or you are part of a rescue, and you are going to be putting this on a weapon, everything has its payoffs. It's a large flashlight in comparison to, say, the TN12. It's a large flashlight in comparison to that. You know, you're going to get obviously a longer run time. You're going to get extremely bright. It has a range of 515 meters. It's probably, other than maybe one of their gigantic flashlights, which I haven't had the opportunity to get my hands on, but this thing just has an extremely long throw to it. So if you need this on a weapon, it's going to shine. Ha! No pun intended. But that's what its up is its ability for runtime and producing a very bright, on its top setting, it's 975 lumens. And it has, you'll see here, I'll show you at the end some of the little bit better idea of the beam patterns, and I'll take a couple of these widths just so you can maybe see how they all stack up. But it has a very large and very clean middle area to its beam. Turn it down so it isn't just so ridiculous. This is what I'm talking about. The actual area, the hot spot, your center focus is, there is no bright, and this one diffuses a little bit more. Some of these, just, you know, a lot of flashlights, you'll get like a really hot dead center, but this just has the ability. It's almost like the perfect world of a spotlight and a floodlight all in one, and that center stays so nice and clean. There isn't a really hot spot in the middle, or a kind of a beam caused by the bulb itself. It's just really impressive. And then again, speaking to the real world stuff, what I love about some of the lineup in the ThruNites, which overall maybe it's not a big deal, but you get used to stuff, and what I really like is they got the power button on the rear and the selector up front where your hand is going to be. I personally prefer that. And my two favorite flashlights in the lineup because of that is the TN12 and the TN15, because again, they have the on-off on the back, and then your selector for your powers up front, where it's more natural to use. If you're in a set it once and forget it kind of person, and you can deal with it being on the cap, maybe that, you know, again, you know, for me, most of the time the flashlight's going to be used in whatever, you know, generally if you're going to use it for high power, it's going to be like that all the time. And again, they do remember, it has a memory, so whatever it was used for, it has last. And then of course if you press and hold, you get the strobe out of it. Overall, I really like this light for what you get, the features, the brightness, the quality. I mean, just look at that reflector. I personally think ThruNite pretty much has cornered the market of a blend of affordability and durability and quality. They constantly take feedback They flat out told me if there was something that I personally didn't like, you know, whatever, you know, it's me, and I think that's very cool that as a company they're not trying to, well, it wouldn't have worked anyway, but trying to critique how you review their stuff. Like I said, the only thing they've really asked me, and I've had several people, you guys, ask me as far as showing the differences in the quality of the beams, because maybe when you get more light style flashlights that'll make some kind of a difference. But when it comes to something like the TN15 here, this is going to be more of a unique, I believe, purchase for somebody. You're gonna want this if you're into hunting. You know, maybe you do want to mount it on a weapon. Personally speaking, you know, my shotgun, if it's being used for home defense, that's fine. You know, this isn't really going to be a deal breaker when it comes to already dealing with the shotgun. For home defense, I personally lean more towards the pistol aspect of it, just because it's easier to maneuver, and I have several pistols that are decked out with weapons light on them versus putting something like this on a shotgun and then maneuvering in close quarters of a house. But as far as a flashlight go, the TN15 is absolutely an awesome flashlight. Long run times, you can either do the 4 CR123s or the 2 18650 batteries. So, like I said, if you're a junkie looking for the numbers, oh, and this with the batteries in it, ThruNite would give you grams, but this right as it is with the batteries in it is 13.5 ounces with the batteries. So I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts as the real world. Interested in the stats, like I said, they're all going to be down below. This is another flashlight where I can honestly say I don't think I'm going to throw this in a drawer and it gets used every now and then. Since I've been using it and testing it and enjoying it, more than likely this is going to be something I'm probably going to make some kind of a quick mount and mount this to the shift console in my truck and keep it as out in the vehicle. The size there won't matter at all. The other one was the home defense light, but the TN11S is the one that I've primary is the nightstand one. That's what I originally said that I was going to do with it. The TN30S V2. This is the since ThruNite sent this to me. This is the everyday carry work flashlight, and considering what it goes through, it's still in impressive shape. Absolutely love it. No issues with that one at all. And then the the smallest one here, the TN12. This is the one that I carry as I know some people think it's funny, but there's the work setup and the non-work setup, and this is what I use as my non-work setup. And like I said, keep an eye out. Soon I will do a dedicated video to just the beam patterns of the ThruNite flashlights that I have left, and or if any others. They told me about a few. They just recently added a pen light, a very bright pen light. That looks impressive. The one that I would probably use quite a bit is ThruNite's own headgear. Another one that would also be a hunting / work setup. So I'll end with a little more in the real world beam pattern, taking a look at this guy in the dark. So again, guys, if you have any actual questions about what I think about this, if I didn't cover it, feel free to ask. Otherwise, if you're just looking for stats, I'll put all that stuff down below for this particular this particular flashlight. And then really soon we'll be taking a look at all the rest. So again, if you are looking for a absolutely fantastically bright with just a beautiful throw distance on it and the quality of that light itself, seriously take a look at the TN15 by ThruNite. Okay guys, Ebo me out of here.